rebid to change the specs, or change the scope.
I would put that in there, I think we need to have that in the motion.
Change. Alright.
Does that agree with you, Mr. Moore, on your second?
I didn't say.
You second.
Did I say?
Yes, sir.
Second for discussion.
Okay, I'm agreeable with it. I know we had a lot of discussion going on that.
All right, any further discussion?
Question?
Here, I have a question. All right, all those in favor of rebidding the, tennis courts, say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed, same sign. All right, pass 5-0. We can real rebid it. Okay. Thank you.
Mr. Chair?
Yes.
One other thing, was our aim to try and have this in place by this summer? Not really.
By the summer? Oh, that would be wonderful.
Unlikely.
Unlikely, but if they're done correctly, if it takes a little bit longer, that's fine too. I just want them done right.
Okay.
We're gonna be getting May get approved, I think, at this point. Summer, maybe the middle of summer. All right, we'll move on down to Public Works. Review the possible approval of revised fee schedule and payment policies for the solid waste department. Mr. Clay Bear, come forward.
Morning, everyone.
Good morning, Clay.
I believe in running behind this as far as I know everything has been given to y'all on that half to look at approvals and stuff on it. What we're looking for is multiple things here, but looking to make a change in the payment policy, which most have been approved of when Mr. White was here on that behalf. We just want to put in place a $75 fee to reset one after it's been pulled in from non-payment. Everybody on page there, payment policy.
And that's, Mr. Chair, I guess that's
That one.
addition, is that additional, or we had that in the original policy?
We had it in the original policy, but there was not a reset fee.
Okay,
And a reset fee of $75 is what we're looking for.
so that's the change.
That's the change. $75
Yes, sir.
reset would be the change.
Mr. Kaufman, how many did we actually have on that? I know we had so much at one time, we did cut back. I just didn't get with you this morning to be sure.
This is similar to what the power company does. You know, if you don't pay your bill and they shut you off, well, to reconnect, you're gonna pay a fee. So it kind of discourages you from letting it go that long. In this particular document, we also are starting to have a policy of when the bills will go out, the 25th of the month, and then the invoice is due 25 days the following month. So you're giving people 25 days to pay the bill. After that, you still give them another 30 days, and if they don't pay the bill, then we remove the container. And so, in essence, they've got 60 days to get the bill paid. Once the bill's not paid, then we remove the container. And a lot of people are required to have these containers. These are commercial accounts, and they're required to have those containers. So, what this will keep people from getting so far in arrears. We've had problems in the past where people have gone several months and get into arrears, and then we have a hard time catching them up. And so this policy is to help try to discourage getting them so far behind. And we want to kind of take this, there's 2 or 3 pages here that Clay wants to go through, but we kind of like to take it page by page because each one of these is basically a separate issue. But because the board sets policy, that's why we're bringing these policies to you.
Do we need to do each one individually, or can we do them?
I would like to do them just individually, so then that way.
You need a motion for this?
Yes, sir. If you
I
would.
make a motion to accept this new payment policy.
All right, I have a motion to accept the new payment policy.
I'll second it.
Second?
And Mr. Chairman,
Yes.
where it says payment policy, can we add for commercial accounts onto that?
We could. Mr. Coffey, you think that would be necessary to do that, being we are talking about all commercial accounts?
I don't think it's spelled out anywhere else on the document as far as commercial accounts. If in the future, somebody were to read this, they might think it applies to a residential account. Feedback on that, Brian?
I don't know if we don't really have any residential people.
Very few. Mr. Moore is right, we do have some on that one that,
They should follow the
Well,
same guidelines
Well,
of residential.
Mr. Reeves?
I think if you're gonna label it something, you probably wouldn't wanna say commercial, because this is the same thing we're gonna do with government accounts, that we're gonna do with industrial accounts, and all that kind of stuff. I think it's to cover everything other than what you presently charge through your special assessments, which is your normal monthly service for a resident. So if you're gonna label it something, it would probably be like other than, regular non-residential service, something to that, other than regular residential service, something like that. Because this is the same thing you would use with school board with their facilities, right? And same thing you use with a plant, that, you know,
Everything but special assessment.
everything that's not
basically.
covered by the special.
Mr. Chair, if I can ask a question, and I don't wanna put Mr. White's on the spot, but Mr. White's, in the past, I believe you came to us with a long list of, residential accounts or individuals who were in arrears on their, is that correct?
Yes, sir, it
You
is.
were having a hard time collecting that back then, and those were, a lot of those were residential, customers, correct?
They were.
Yes, sir. I just wanted to clarify, thank you, sir.
I think that's a very good point, I remember that happening. All right, we have a motion and a second,
I guess we
Well,
answer
I'm-
your question.
you want to,
I'm still fuzzy about this.
The motion right now is to accept the new payment policy.
Without the.
When you asked, could we add that, but that didn't get answered. Other than, yeah, we could, but that didn't get answered, that's, I'll amend my motion.
well, I think in a way it did, if I understand what Mr. Reeves said, we do have a few residential accounts that have been in arrears.
Well, the residents they're talking about is like if you're doing construction work on your home.
No,
you have to
I
do
know,
it.
well, they get in this way box or green box.
It's not their normal,
It's
monthly
true.
normal.
Right, we're confusing two different types of activity.
Okay.
This activity is somebody who we service continuously, on a continual basis.
Sure.
And bill a monthly. What Commissioner Davis is talking about will be addressed in the next couple pages. Those are when you just, like a one-time thing where you bring an open top container to them and they fill it. Those are where the residential people come in, but we do have some ways to address that in the next couple pages.
Okay.
But this is typically these are monthly accounts, I guess, is how to describe these. These are people that are continuing and monthly accounts.
What if a resident had a old home that's being demolished? How would that be classified personally?
That would be on the next couple pages. It's not a monthly or continuing bill.
Right.
That's a one-time bill, and we have some ways to address that. But this is a monthly continuing contract that we have with these people.
Okay, so we don't need word commercial accounts there, is that what we're saying?
I think that
I think what I'd add is a sentence that says, this policy shall not cover, solid waste services which are provided pursuant to special assessment, non-ad valorem special assessment. And then that way, because that's really the only thing you're excluding, is your regular non-ad valorem assessment paid for solid waste service.
Okay,
Mr. Chairman, if I may, I'd like to amend my motion to include that.
This policy should not cover.
This policy shall not apply to solid waste and collection services
Shall not apply. Solid waste collection.
which are funded through non-ad valorem special assessment.
okay. I see, just like we're having this discussion here now, it could be confusing somebody in the future.
Mr. Clerk, when you get through writing, would you please reread the motion?
So, all right, so the motion is to accept the new payment policy, but add the sentence, this policy shall not apply to solid waste collection services funded through non-ad valorem special assessments.
Okay, I deal with that.
All right. We have a motion, and we have a second. All those in favor? All those opposed, same sign. 5-0. Moving to page 2. Mr. Blair.
There's some of this right here, is what Mr. Stockman was talking about on that one, that the 20 cubic yard containers on that one that are used, like Commissioner Moore said, they're on burnouts or once in a while, cleanup yearly projects on that one, would be a set fee, which includes disposal fee, everything on that one, to a fee of $395, which includes 7 days being in there. They know exactly what it's gonna cost them instead of the way the policy or the way we have it now, that they don't know what the tonnage is gonna be. It fluctuates so much on that one, but if they just need it for the one time in a 7-day period, it'd be $395. If they need it during that 7 days, empty again, would be a $350 pull fee each time we take it to landfill on it, so that it's just an easier number for the person that doesn't use this on a regular basis to be able to figure how much it's gonna cost them to clean up an area.
And because they have, implemented the credit card payment system, you can pay in advance. And that's the other big thing about this now, is that we're establishing that you pay in advance. What's happened in the past is people would sign up, and we would take a container out there, and we start hauling to the landfill, and then we bill the people based on our charges plus the landfill charges, and then they don't pay. And so then we have the challenge of trying to collect payment from them. So this way, they're paying in advance, and for that, at least that one pull fee in advance. Now, if they need us to pull it and reset it, then they pay another $350, but they can pay it in advance by calling and putting it on a credit card.
Mr. Chairman?